Hi, I'm the Boss Problem Buster, founder of the Pay Raise Commando, a senior organizational consultant of 24 years, having worked across cultures, industries, and ranks with 7,250 employees trained between us, my team and I. I'm also a social psychologist with a master's and a bachelor's degrees, both with honors. My team and I train passed over corporate professionals like you to get that pay raise and promotion you're overdue for so that you can finally kill your Monday blues before you sink further and bring your inner joy back, which is the best part of my job and the goal of this channel. Now, back to the salt mines. Okay, let's get going. The number for do right after being passed over for a promotion or a pay raise or both is express your distress. You need to start paving a new road that will take you all the way to the next opportunity for a pay raise or promotion or both, and you need to do this out of the rubble that is your current political position at the office, together with your crushed self-esteem and a sprinkle of a sense of betrayal for good measure. This may sound too dramatic, but it's not. It's an accurate description of your emotional state at this time, isn't it? These are indeed the hallmarks of being passed over. And since this is your emotional state, you might be doing what many others tend to do in such a state, and that is going to your shell like a turtle or a snail, or being subdued in your expression of your distress, i.e., more of a good boy employee mentality and behavior. Now, express your distress is one of those steps where subtleties come into play again. So you need to make sure you understand what it is and what it is not. Remember, we've said you're not Larry David? Well, you're not Mr. Spock either. Sorry to step all over your artistic pretensions. But seriously, it is because you're not Mr. Spock that expressing no emotion whatsoever, especially when it is absolutely called for and reasonable, makes you a Vulcan. But unlike Mr. Spock, no one is going to revere you for that. So, in this video, you'll get the 5-step sequence of how to execute this, plus exact scripts with precise wording for you to say, plus how to actually assert yourself to your boss and colleagues right after being passed over for a promotion or pay raise or both in a way that will ensure it never happens again. Express your distress does not mean being over-emotional, crying, collapsing, acting depressed and miserable, being overtly emotionally distraught, and altogether extremely touchy-feely. This is what it's not. It is, however, easily admitting to anyone at the office who cares to listen, yes, of course I'm upset, I'm extremely disappointed, and even deeply surprised, and yes, hurt. It is also okay if you walk around with a longer face than usual for some time. Just don't be all doom and gloom, because then you'll just repel people. Plus, you might project an air of emotional instability if you do that, which is obviously not what you want. So the trick is admitting what you are truly feeling without trying to hide it and having the body language to match, but, and here comes the subtlety, without being too emotionally needy or crossing the bounds of appropriate emotional expression in the workplace. This is true regarding your boss, your colleagues, and everybody you come in contact with at the office. You'd be surprised, but it also includes clients and vendors. With them, you should never initiate this conversation, but if it comes up, you should address it heads-on without flinching. This is more likely to happen with longtime clients and vendors. They tend to be involved to some degree or another with many people across your department, sometimes to a degree of real friendships, that have evolved over the years. So the grapevine regarding you being passed over is very likely to get to them as well, and they may address it, so you need to be prepared, which is what we're doing now. Also, they may be friends with you too, so they may feel close enough so that they can't afford not to touch on the subject. So if they initiate it, do not shy away from it, do not freeze, do not feel awkward or uncomfortable. I'm preparing you now so that that doesn't happen. Instead, do the following. And here comes the 5-step sequence with a precise wording I've promised before. First, acknowledge it. Yes, it's true. I was passed over. Then, admit your feelings that are normal human feelings to have. Anybody would have those feelings under the same circumstances. So, yes, I'm very disappointed and upset. And here comes the most important part. It has to do with your professionalism. So, this you obviously do with your boss and colleagues as well, not just clients and vendors. Stress that those feelings do not have anything to do with your commitment to the project you're working on together. Then add, because I am a professional, and then finish with a note of hope that also shows resilience on your part. I'm sure there will be other opportunities, so I'll just up my game even further. Now, remember the sophistication and subtleties I keep talking about? Well, here's another example of that and why it is so important. Note my very precise wording. I'll just up my game even further. There are 3 subtleties here. A, it's not that my game was down up till now. No, on the contrary. It was high all along. It's just that now I'm going to up it even further. B, therefore, I was actually deserving of that promotion and or pay raise I didn't get. And C, therefore, surely you should be on my side. Then smile and revert back to business talk, which will be your signal to them of your boundary regarding this personal short conversation, so that it doesn't drag and doesn't make your failure the focus of your communication with that other person. Being able to understand those layers that you need to address is the subtlety. And being able to express this subtlety in words and without saying the thing itself, but just making the listener infer what you want them to, this is sophistication. To illustrate this even more, think of the iconic Seinfeld episode of being master of your domain. Enough said. So the full sequence is of 5-step and is very short as to not to be oppressive both to you and your counterpart. 1, admit you're upset. 2, keep your boundaries. So for example, if you're devastated, don't show them that. You don't want them to think you're unstable. 3, assure it does not affect your performance nor any of your relationships at the office, i.e. you're a professional. 4, express hope for the future to show your resilience. And 5, pivot back to the business at hand, which is yet another manifestation of your professionalism. You don't dwell on or wallow in your own emotions, but instead you are plowing ahead, onwards and upwards. So it's just a quick in and out, and boom, you nailed it. If you'd like the full transcript of this video and all the videos on this channel, see the link in the description. It's on our website, bossproblembuster.com, because it's too long to paste here, so not a trick to get you there. But if you do hop over, you'll find many practical reads and a forum where you can discreetly and anonymously ask us anything in regards to landing that promotion and pay raise, to which we reply very quickly. Each video drops inconvenient truth bombs on you right, left, and center, all very direct, pragmatic, and very much non-PC. No fluff, no bullshit. So, if you'd like to get a promotion with a pay raise, or a pay raise independent of a promotion, kill your Monday blues and bring your inner joy back, and if you can handle the truth, you can handle the truth. I'm channeling Jack Nicholson. Then subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so that we can meet again.